Mountain lake fishing has been a kind of fascination for me for some time. It's not something that I've done a lot of though. Previously, I've only fished very accessible spots, but what I really yearned for was to get away from civilization and to fully immerse myself in the surroundings. This would mean working for it, but that's also something that I enjoy. What is it then about mountain lakes that is such a pull? The fish don't usually get as big as at lower altitudes, and action is far from guaranteed. The short season, the breathtaking surroundings, being able to escape the summer heat, crystal clear waters, and a different challenge are all elements that appeal to me. After some research, I found a lake that seemed to fit what I was looking for. This lake sat at an altitude of 2,337 metres. The nearest access point was a village at 916 metres and a few kilometres away. There were a couple of catches. One was the time of year. It was my only chance to go during the season, but there was no way of knowing whether there would actually be any open water to fish. The other thing was that I would attempt to film this trip and bring some camera gear. That would add some serious bulk to my pack, which ended up weighing in at 26 kilograms. Ouch! Setting off early in the morning, I hope to be able to start climbing at around 9 AM when the rain should be clearing. Well, I'm now 23 kilometres away from the starting point, and then the sat-nav says an hour and a half. So, yeah, let's see what is going on ahead. I'm here stuck on a motorway, and I've been stuck within 25 kilometres of my final destination for 2 hours now, and I've still got about 15 kilometres to go, so this is far from ideal of a start to quite a challenging day. So let's see when we actually get started.
Keep left and then you will arrive at your destination.
It's 12:30. 3.5 hours later than I intended to leave. But what can you do? Traffic. Only after returning from this trip did I realise that I hadn't tightened the upper shoulder straps on the backpack. I don't know whether it made much difference to stability, but I guess that I had other things on my mind. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but wow, that looks steep. Maybe it's just because it's straight and open. It's already been pretty steep. But yep, my legs are going to be jelly by the end of this.
Oh, this is the toughest hike I've ever done. This is concentrating on getting up, but you reach a place and look around and see, oh, that looks great.
As I approached this waterfall, a couple of things went through my mind about crossing it. Firstly, I did not want to slip on the rocks and fall hundreds of meters to my death. Secondly, I didn't want to step in a deep pool and get water inside my boots. I decided not to change to Crocs for the stability that the boots provide, and after considering all options, I went for it.
Crap. Well, made it. I hope there's not too many more waterfalls to cross, because that is scary. That is pretty dodgy. This one looks a lot smaller though, which is far preferable. Oh, that's much better. If there's any more, please be like that. Well, what I just heard was either a plane or an incoming thunderstorm, which would be far from ideal. I hope it was a plane. My way is here. Someone's put a wire fence there. I have to get over it. Lovely. Adios, fence. What's the fence doing here? Here we go again. Fence number 2. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Just about made it. Well, there's snow at a lower altitude on the other side of the valley over there. I'm going up here, and I'll tell you one thing, it's always a huge relief when I see these signs that mean I'm on the right path. Yeah, so we're going that way. Oh, I've just come off a a real cliff edge path, and I'm so happy to see terrain like this. I hope this is what it's going to be like the rest of the way. Well, the next batch of cloud is rolling up the mountain, so it's really nice to have some visibility there. Damn, I'm pretty high. Set of stairs. Just what I wanted. That lactic acid in the legs. Wow. And yeah, scenery. Oh, this is what you call a piss with a view. Snoo, snoo, snoo! In the face. Well, that snow is at least 25-30 centimetres thick in places. Let's test it. Okay. Firm enough. Made it. Oh, a backpack off break. Haven't had one of those in a little while. What's the time? 7 o'clock. Would be nice to get there within the next hour. I have to have a look at the map, see how far it is. Hopefully there's not too much more climbing, so we are right up with the snow. Oh, I love being at more of a tundra plateau without the ridiculously narrow paths on cliff edges, getting very, very steep. That's sketchy, but I guess it's just something I'm not used to. And yeah, I think we must be getting pretty close. Another minute of break and then kick on again, but I just want to check from good old Mr. Google how far away we are. I expect around 250 to 300 meters as the crow flies, maybe another 100 meters of climbing. Oh, so apparently I'm about 200 meters away, just up there. Don't know how much climbing there is still to go, but that can't be so far. Really want to get there change out of these sweaty clothes, get warm, eat, get shelter. Whew. Come on, let's go. I've got to make it across there. Well, let's do it then. Damn. They bloody snowshoes. Damn. What the crap am I supposed to make over there? Anyway. Oh crap. Hope I've taken the right way. I need to sit down after that. I'm interested. Will there be any open water at all? That is the question in my head. And where is it? Well, haha. That is the lake, and so far looking very frozen. We got any open water? Oh, there's some open water. That is the only place I can fish it. Is there. Wow. And that looks far more promising. Hopefully there's fish in there. Well, I don't know what to think really. The way things have been going. Could be worse, I guess. Could be zero open water whatsoever. So just gonna try to gently make my way down to a spot where I can change, set up and get warm. I've got a basic fly sheet and ground sheet only shelter up, which is good because it's just started raining. Not the best not the best, but yeah, I'll try and sort it out now, and the main thing is dry shelter. hot sauce and olive oil. Some black beans. All out, please. I reckon they're done. Wraps. Oh man, number one. Teeth brushed, eaten, the light bar on in this tent, and it's time to settle down now. That was quite some day. By far the hardest hike I've ever done. Glad that I made it up. It's quite a relief actually, and got the shelter, got the food. See what tomorrow brings. Not a lot of water to play with, but well, let's see. But most important thing, safety, and get some rest. So, whilst waiting for the rain to stop, a bit of Duolingo.
Eu posto de castelos.
I've got some light hail bouncing off the tent, which obviously isn't ideal. Today was really supposed to be a sunny day, according to yesterday's forecast. That's how it is, sometimes you just have to wait and see. Finally, coffee. Oh, that's better. That's much better. Well, I can definitely feel that my legs are still wobbly just from walking around this little area. So I think today is a real take it easy day before we do the treacherous descent back to the valley tomorrow. Hopefully get some fishing in, and with a huge slice of luck, a fish or two. I don't hold my breath on that one though, but let's see. Oh, with the sun out, this is like a paradise on earth. This is absolutely lovely. Not sure it'll last too long for now, but hopefully later we'll have the sun to stay. But, oh, this is gorgeous. This is such a difference to lying in a rainy tent. Completely exhausted. Still completely exhausted, but lovely.
One of my aims for this trip was to test out my 2 new backpacking rods. I'd just finished building a 6-piece 8'6" fly rod, so was really keen to take that on an adventure and cast it for the first time. I also had a telescopic spinning rod, which I had taken with me on a previous trip, but never got to use it. So I was curious to see how that would be. I rarely go spin fishing, but when backpacking, you're often after food, and spinning can sometimes just be more practical and effective than fly fishing.
Okay, let's try casting with this fly rod for the first time. Try to get to the ledge again. That's it. I'll just change to a black woolly bugger to see if that will do anything to pull them out from under the ice. If not, we'll have a few casts of the spinning rod. And then, what time is it? It's 11:15. So let's maybe lunch, then head down to the inflow of the next lake. I haven't done this for a while, so let's see what happens. Hit the other shore, other bank. Well, this area of open water is so small, shallow and cold. It seems to be utterly hopeless. I've not seen a single sign of fish in that zone, and the water is crystal clear and pretty shallow. So I think it's pretty pointless carrying on here. I'm gonna make some lunch, and then I think I'll head downstream to the next lake, which seems a little more open. Especially at the inlet, and we'll see if it's possible to find something there, at least have a better chance of catching something. So there we go. Okay, but needs chili. Next one. And now. Oh, it goes from boiling hot to freezing cold in seconds up here. Okay, always fly first, so let's try fly first.
As much as this spot appeared to be far more promising, there was zero sign of active fish. One of the things with mountain lakes is that at times you'll catch one fish after another and think that you've cracked the code. At others, absolutely nothing will happen, and you'll wonder whether you actually have any fishing knowledge whatsoever.
Beautiful. That doesn't look so beautiful. Hopefully it's not coming here. I just saw fish taking dry fly off the surface. Now, time to rig up again.
I wanted to change my rig as quickly as possible so as not to miss the action, but at the same time I wanted to be detailed enough to give myself the best chance and not spook the tiny pool. On went a 12-foot 4x leader with another couple of feet of 5x tippet. A small black ant dry fly was tied on and the tippet treated with sinken. Now I could just hope that this would work.
Swirl and a miss. Gotcha. rainbow trout. That's the keeper, and I have to eat that. There we go, that's some dinner. Let's see if we can do it again. Oh. Ah, and again. That's a decent one. Yep. That seems like a little one. Oh. Little rainbow. Oh. A small rainbow. Keeps sinking in the ice. Oh, it looks like that's of size. Foam ant. Another rainbow. It's a diddy rainbow. That's well undersized. Ice fly fishing. Oh, that was a freaking fish. I wasn't watching. Just took my eyes off it.
From that moment on, the action all but stopped as the temperature dropped. 1 hour of activity was all that I would see.
I had to rush back to the tent. Really need to get some extra clothes on now. It Looks like it's going to be a cold night, but got some trout, which is amazing. 4 trout landed, 2 keepers, so something to cook. Hopefully I can warm myself up enough to go out and cook. It's not even 8 o'clock in the evening yet, but it is bitterly cold and it's going to be a very cold night. I'm just charging up batteries now and keeping myself a bit warm while I rest. This place has been amazing, more than I expected on the fishing point of view, to be fair, with all that ice covering the water, and especially after trying earlier today. But hopefully we'll have a dry night and I can pack up the tent nice and early and start making my way back down to the valley. I've absolutely loved being here, but time to go home. If you want to know how cold that night was, the lake has partially refrozen. Some of the open water is now ice. But what a morning. So, all packed up and ready to roll. It's going to be hot, but it's beautiful. And it's a tiny little climb and then it's all downhill, but not the easiest downhill. So. Time to get started. It is now 10 to 9. This is really hard packed after that night, but at least I have some prints to step in. Well, that's the climbing done. Goodbye, you amazing place. Absolutely stunning. And this is deep, slushy, slippy snow. But this is where I came on the way. Right, I'm back on my tracks. Whew. Oh, this is a lovely start. It's quite an easy downhill bit, which I can't remember this being easy at all from the way up. Obviously wasn't the final stretch of uphill. It's easy going at the moment, which is great to start with. Happy with that. The start of the waterfall gorge that I'll follow is just over there. It's gone very well so far. It's been just over an hour and I've got beyond the sign that said 1 hour 10 minutes to the lake. So that's pretty good. I'm just about to start the first really sketchy bit, which to be honest I'm a little bit anxious about, but I don't want to wait here too long. I want to get it over and done with. So the more you think about it, the more anxiety creeps in. But I want to have a bit of freshness before I get to the really steep, narrow sections. I have a little break on this open area. can I actually step? There. That's better. Back over. Back on. More or less. That thing is not so stable, a bit rotten. So I've just seen there's 2 more waterfalls to cross. I can't remember which one was the dodgy one and which one was easier. They're not too far away. So I look forward to being the other side of them. Definitely. Oh. And it's not as deep as it was last time, so that is a big bonus. Oh, I just almost fell, which is not a bonus. That would not be the place to slip down. Past it. So freaking happy. So happy. All waterfalls done. Bit of shade in the forest. And now I just want to kick on and get back. I'm very happy right now. Very happy actually. Descended 1,000 meters plus, got less than 400 to go. Mountain goat. My water bladder is empty, my water bottle's running low, but I just found this little stream, so I'm going to do some water filtering here. I got about 1¼ litres there. I think I'll drink my water bottle empty, then that should be enough to get me back. Well, this trip has taken me absolutely to my physical limits. I couldn't have done any more or got up and back any quicker, a day less. would have made this trip back so tough on my legs. I don't know. I could have made it all the way down. Not safely anyway. But now for the first time, I just caught a glimpse of where I'm going. The village church. Stuck its spire beyond the bushes.
This had been a really successful trip. I learned some things about myself, pushed my physical limits, experienced an amazing place, caught fish and returned safely. Thank you so much for sharing the experience with me. And on to the next adventure.